It's a great occasion. The 8th anniversary of the Foundation for Yunus Social Business Taiwan. It's wonderful to have the celebration on this occasion. What we have been doing all this time, we're focusing on something to redesign the whole world, because this world that we have been part of is kind of pushing us in the wrong direction in many ways. That's why we created massive problems. Those massive problems we can just put together in a kind of concise way by looking at it in 3 categories. And we're talking about as the climate, as the wealth concentration, as unemployment. So we want to see a different kind of world where these problems will not exist. Today, we are accumulating all these problems, getting bigger and bigger. And we are on a path which will ultimately destroy us. We don't want to be destroyed. We want to create a happy world. That's our direction. That's what we want to do. So we are saying that let's create a world of 3 zeros. 0 net carbon emission, 0 wealth concentration, and 0 unemployment. These are the 3 zeros that we want to achieve. We want to continue to do that. Because unless we can overcome the carbon emission, this will be the end of this world by itself. You don't have to look for other things which is contributing. Just focus on this issue of carbon emission. It's bad enough to destroy everything that we have built over years. So this is not, we are not going to allow that to happen. So we want to create a 0 net carbon emission. We want to make sure that we make a 0 net carbon emission world. We don't want to accumulate carbon in this planet, continue to do that. So that's one. And 0 wealth concentration. We don't want to see that wealth being concentrated in the hands of few people. Bulk of the population don't have any wealth or very little wealth to share it with each other. But a few handful of people have all the wealth of the world in their hands. And that's the system that we built. We have to undo that system, redesign that system. It can be done. It's an easy thing. It's not a big, difficult thing. Also, all we have to do, think the process in a different way. Almost like putting it in a back gear. If all the wealth is going to the top, we want to make sure it comes to the bottom. So what do? You put the back gear and you can make it happen. How do you do the back gear? A very simple idea. For example, we are talking about the maximization of profit. That's the basis of the whole economic system that we built, maximization of profit. So that's what builds the wealth to go up to the top, to the few people. So if you create a business not to maximize, keep it at 0. So you're talking about maximization. If you redesign it, you can have a business with 0 personal profit. And that's what we're calling social business. Social business is a purpose-driven business. It's a problem-solving business, how we do that. So that's the kind of thing we want to do in this 8th anniversary of the foundation. This is what we want to make sure we kind of reconfirm our commitment in creating a world of 3 zeros. So we create a world where it will be a world of 0 wealth concentration. Nobody has accumulated wealth beyond the limit that is tolerable in this planet. We want to make sure we share the wealth with all the people rather than concentrate in few hands, deprive billions of people on the other hand. We don't want to do that. So we create a world of 0 unemployment. We don't want to see people remaining unemployed and have no future for them. So that's the kind of thing that we want to overcome. And that's what we call a world of 3 zeros. And we make that commitment. And if we make that commitment, it can happen. This is the direction that we want to go. And you're familiar with, you're already conversant with it. And at the same time, we are encouraging young people to create a world of 3 zero club. Along with the 3 zero world, we want to have the 3 zero club. 3 zero world sounds like a big thing, but we want to make it a kind of bite size. Make it a 3 zero club with 5 young people. 5 young people get together and create a 3 zero club. And the purpose of the 3 zero club, that each member of the club will make a commitment that it will happen, that as a person, I will not contribute to any global warming. I will not contribute to wealth concentration. I will not contribute to unemployment. So this is my personal commitment. So I figure it out, how am I contributing to climate crisis? I'm using fossil fuel. If I'm using fossil fuel 7 days a week, I make the commitment, soon I'll make it 6 days a week. And if I achieve 6 days a week, then I try to do 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 2 days a week, 1 day a week, and none. I don't use fossil fuel at all. This is the direction we want to go. Each one of us keep trying. It's achievable. It's not an impossible thing to happen. We come up with innovative ideas how to make sure our life goes on without consuming fossil fuel in our life. We go the solar energy, all the kinds of renewable energy, and all the things that we have been hearing about. In the beginning, it will be a little difficult because we got used to the other kind of the world. So now we have to prepare ourselves to create an alternative way of living, alternative way of preparing our life around renewable energy rather than fossil fuel-based economy and so on. And then we want to make sure we do not contribute to wealth concentration, because if we do the social business, it doesn't contribute to wealth concentration. So how we can create more and more social business and problem-solving business to do that, and how to create a world for us as an individual. I will not contribute to unemployment. What are the things that need to be not contribute to unemployment? I go for entrepreneurship. I don't want to be a job-seeking person. I'll be entrepreneurial person. I become an entrepreneur. I help everybody else to become entrepreneur rather than go into the job market and create the problem of unemployment. And all the things that happen in the unemployment issue, we have to tackle that, like artificial intelligence. I don't want to promote artificial intelligence, which is going to take away all our jobs. We don't want to go that path. We want to make sure we remain in control of our life on this planet. Nobody else, and technology, artificial intelligence cannot take away our control over the life on this planet. That's we determine them to. So we become a 3-0 person. And to make it easy, we start with zero waste. So I become as a zero waste person. All the club members become zero waste person. So we don't waste anything, because waste is again something which is going to destroy the whole planet. The more waste we make, the more quicker it will be to destroy the whole planet, because it's accumulating, will be dumped under the garbage, will be buried under the garbage. That's as fast as we are producing garbage for us. We don't want to contribute to that. We want to make sure everything is reused, everything is recycled. That's the thing. There are basic principles of becoming a zero waste person. It's a simple thing that the first principle is refuse. You don't consume as much as you would like to, you refuse, because everybody is attracting you to consume more and more. It's a consumer society. Everybody is promoting that. Buy, discount, and all that kind of thing. They're attracting me to buy, attracting me to go into the path of waste generation. I don't want to follow that path. I want to refuse. That's my first principle. If anything comes, I decide, do I need it? If I don't need it, I don't do it. So it's a refuse. First principle is refuse. And then second principle is reduce. You don't use it as much as you would like to. Reduce it. So reduce is something that you can control or use. You love it to have more. You say, no, I will reduce. And reuse. Whatever you bought, even a small quantity, reuse it so that it doesn't end up in a garbage, as a waste. So you always try to make sure it's not going into the waste. So reuse and then repurpose. You bought it for something, now you design it, you use it for something else, because your first use is done and then go to the second use, repurpose it, and then recycle it, make it recycled, because you completely different kind of thing that you want to do that. If you had one kind of thing, you put into use of different kind of thing. So it's a recycle. It's a kind of a new use for the same thing again and again. The recycling creates a circular economy. So you have to go through all these steps and make sure it keeps coming back again and again. It's a kind of circulate in a circular fashion, and so that it doesn't end up as a waste. Waste is a killer. Waste is destroying the planet, destroying all of us. All life forms will be destroyed because of the waste. It's a simple thing. We create all the waste in our home, in our domestic use. For example, in our kitchen, in our dining room, we create lots of waste. How to reuse that? How to make sure it doesn't end up as a garbage and then destroy the planet because it has not recycled. It should be recycled. It should be part of this planet, creating an environment where it promotes things rather than destroy things. So this is the kind of thing that we want to achieve, zero waste. So we want to be the beginning with the 3-0 Club. We want to be the beginning of a zero waste generation, because the entire generation has to be a zero waste generation. I began it, you began it, and my friends do it, and everybody else around me does it. Gradually, we become a zero waste generation. And once we can create a zero waste generation, it's very easy to create that idea and establish that 3-0 world for us. That's the direction we want to go. We want to achieve that. So I congratulate you all on this 8th anniversary of the foundation. I hope it will organize in a big way, in a faster way, how to make sure we create a 3-0 world for us, beginning with zero waste. Thank you very much. Wish you all the success.